Spring has come in our lands and the sun began to feel hot and bulbs are blooming all around. I had a rough end of winter this year. If you didn't see my last video where I explained what happened, I basically got horrible anxiety and panic attacks and was out of working for the entire month. I wasn't painting, drawing, nothing. I couldn't do art. But I have learned some really valuable lessons along the way, and I'm happy it happened, even though it felt so bad. But today I'm gonna show you how I started creating again. I have always had OCD oriented mind, and I always wanted to only paint with new supplies, the same ones as always. I have one or two types of painting surface. I don't let anyone touch my art supplies. I only use one brand of paints, one type of brush in a different sizes. Experimenting with different mediums, techniques, or using second-hand supplies was never really my cup of tea. But after a month of not creating, I felt bigger and bigger urge to start again. But you know how sometimes it's really hard to start? My friend randomly brought me second-hand art supplies, and usually I would say no, because as I said before, I don't do that. But this time I was like, yes, I want this, thank you very much. And I got a few canvases and a few second-hand brushes, and I just decided I'm gonna give them a go and approach this thing more spontaneously and relaxed than usual. I was just looking through my sketchbook and searching for something to paint. I found this sketch and I actually thought of a great idea for the painting, so I decided I'm gonna use it. Along with other supplies, my friend brought me those two huge canvases. They are 50 by 70 centimeters. I decided I'm gonna do a painting for myself, and it's gonna be titled Naked. And she's not really naked, but that is the name. I'm gonna explain about it later. And yeah, I got out and I started to prepare for this painting. I'm also a purist about the painting space, or the space where I create art. I never create art anywhere else than in my studio, but this time I decided I don't give a rat's ass. I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna sit in the grass, just purely in the grass without any blankets or anything, and I'm gonna sketch this painting out. So here you go. Sometimes when life pushes you, you don't have any other choice but to change and try something new. and I'm back in my studio with the sketch, the final sketch before I start painting, and I am starting to sketch on the big canvas. This part of process is really important because the proportions, the composition of the painting is important because it is a pain in the butt to try to change the composition when you already started painting. The best way is to just sketch on the canvas or lightly paint, whatever your process is, the basic composition. For example, how big is this girl going to be in the relation of the whole canvas? What kind of perspective is it? How close are gonna be objects that will be the closest, and how far are gonna be the objects that are farther away, and yeah, that kind of stuff. And then when I was satisfied with my light pencil sketch, I started painting. So probably it's gonna be hard to explain the meaning of this painting with words, but I'm gonna try. So panic attacks usually wanna tell me something that I'm doing wrong. Well, the main thing I'm doing wrong in my life, I think, in my mindset, is that almost all the time I'm putting other stuff before myself. I kind of forget about that I am this main character in my life, the main, almost like a lead character in my life, and I just start to really pay closer attention and focus more on external things, and I kind of forget about myself. For example, I'm an artist, and then I get this identity, and then I don't put focus on my personal life anymore. Or I don't let myself have free time, I don't go to nature, I'm just usually focused on something external. For example, making art, making videos, doing work stuff, dealing with other people, and I just forget about myself days on end, weeks, and sometimes months, and I don't pay attention to my body. I stop meditating, or I just cannot meditate anymore. I just go totally out of my body, and this painting is kind of the representation of how all of this is an illusion and how I am the lead character of my life. And it's a reminder to put myself first, and a reminder that it's only me, that I am not primarily an artist or a girlfriend or co-worker, but rather I am just myself, and I am myself in the present moment. And it's a reminder to not forget that anymore, because from that place I will not get anxious. I will get anxious and stress when I identify myself with external identities, external stuff, and I forget about who I am really, if that makes sense. It's really hard to talk about, especially in the short video, but yes, I hope that makes sense. Here I figured out that I cannot put this canvas on this magnet because the back of the frame of this canvas is too short. So I went to my fridge and took another magnet that was smaller, and it actually worked. So this painting right now is hanging on a magnet that I took from my fridge. You have to be resourceful sometimes. So this is another part of my recovery. Along with the stuff I was saying earlier, I a lot of times forget about the mundane stuff and how there is such beauty in the ordinary, because we humans tend to not appreciate the sources that are unlimited, and we like the stuff that we have lesser access to. For example, a dandelion. There is a whole grass fields of dandelions here where I live in Slovenia, and no one is paying any attention to them. It's like they're here every year and we don't care. But then we pay money and go to the botanic gardens, and there they have different kind of flowers, for example tulips, and we obsess all over them. People are just like taking their photos, paying to walk beside the tulips, and photographers are photographing them, and it's the whole deal with the tulips. And of course that is not always the case. Sometimes people also appreciate mundane stuff, but I think a lot less, because we forget that things that are already here and are free to us and are almost always here, that they have enormous beauty too, and that maybe, just maybe, the dandelion can be even more beautiful than a tulip. This vibrant yellow color and the overall wilderness in the flower and the overall spirit of the dandelion, I always kind of admired. A part of being more present with myself is also noticing and admiring the mundane, ordinary stuff. I actually love this painting. I also painted it in more expressionistic style than usually, because I'm also switching my OCD-oriented mind with the rules that everything has to be smoothed out and everything has to be perfect, with more expressing and brush strokes and beauty. I also eat dandelion salad this spring, and it's really good. Here is a little clip of my salad. And it's really good to just eat something that grew in nature. And yeah, I love this painting. I'm excited to paint the naked some more. Probably in the next video you will see the continuation of that process. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video if you liked it and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I post my works in progress and behind the scenes. Hi, I just wanted to say face to face that from today, April 14th, until May 14th, I will be running the spring sale. You just add any 3 items from my Etsy shop into your cart and you will get 20% off your entire order with the coupon code Hello Spring. I have prints, stickers, originals, and I make everything myself and from the heart. So thank you to all who purchase something in my shop. But if you can't, no worries. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day and notice something ordinary but really beautiful today.